Well, our next guest is an actress, businesswoman, author, and superstar mom, and you can now add fashion designer to that resume. Check.
Yes, that is right. Joining us in studio to debut her new fashion line, please welcome Candace Cameron Bure. Hi!
So good to see you. Oh, you look amazing.
You look beautiful. Thank you.
I love me some Candace Cameron. I always make that very well known, and she belongs to that part of club that she just gets more beautiful as she gets older.
Yeah.
So I love that. You look great. It's so good to see you.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here in person.
Right?
I'm tired of the Zoom interviews. So
I'm
I mean,
with
they're
you.
great. I'm grateful for them, but like this is way better.
This is way better. You can't match this kind of energy. Now, I wanted to just ask you right off the top, because we saw pics of you helping your daughter move into her new apartment, and you were like in a U-Haul and the whole thing. Look at that.
I rented the U-Haul. That's Natasha right there, and we were just getting started. And yes, that is a Christmas tree.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah, it's a Christmas tree. But I drove the U-Haul, loaded it all up, and then like carried her clothes, literally hanger by hanger, up into her apartment. And I was like, girl,
Man, we need our mamas. That is for sure. That's
How
for
was
sure.
that, though? Because you look like she don't look like old enough to be having a daughter.
Right. That's off the
How was that?
It was great. You know, she actually lived on her own before last year and then moved home.
Yeah.
So I was like happy to have her back for a little bit, but then like Mama was okay that she was like leaving again, you know.
Emotionally, it was okay for you? Okay, got it.
And she's close by, so you know, when there's no food in the kitchen, she just comes by.
She comes and eats. Does it make you think about the first time that you moved out and kind of went out into your own? How old were you when you first moved?
Well, I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was working on Full House, and as soon as I turned 18 and knew that I could afford to move out, I did. I was so happy, and I love my parents. I'm so close to them, but like, I wanted my own space.
You know what, Candace? It's funny that you say that, because same thing. I was 18 and I bounced too. But looking back now, I'm like, dang, that's young. Doesn't it seem like young and irresponsible?
So young.
Right?
Yes.
But not irresponsible.
No, but I'm just saying.
I went to college. I was on campus.
No, I know, but she knows what I mean. Because just as a parent, because you look at your kids and it's just like, oh, that's way too young.
I was in a house by myself, like not even an apartment or anything.
That's
so
scary.
I look at it and I'm like, how did I do that alone?
I know. Well, there's something in the water over there you mentioned with Full House, because both you, John Stamos, you continue to kind of age backwards or again look better. But I love that you guys have remained friends. You're cool with each other. And it's all, you know, when you're fans of the show and you hear that they have these good relationships, it just makes you even appreciate it more.
And speaking of the aging backwards, I mean, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Celebrated. How did you celebrate the big day?
Thank you. Yeah, 45. It's like hurts a little to say it, but I was with my family. It was a great birthday. We were in Napa Valley, and we actually went to the French Laundry, which was great.
Okay.
And yeah, it was so nice. That's like our love language is food and wine. So that's what we did.
The best love language.
That's the best.
Sure.
That's when we start. When you get married, say it older. Zuri's to get married. So when she
Mario
does,
is just
I've got it down. I'm applying methods of the secret to get that out there.
You're watching. I did not pay Lopez.
She totally told me to say this, Sean. I'm just kidding. But the wine, that's the move. I'm all about the marathon dinner and the wines now, and have early dinners too. So you get.
We had dinner at 4:30.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes! That's what I did the other day. Remember I told you? Oh, how funny. We're on the same program.
Yeah.
Zuri's like, you guys are crazy. But, of course, we love you now in all the Hallmark movies. You've done so many projects over there. What can we look forward to? I know you've got always a bunch of stuff in the works.
I do. I have 2 new Aurora Teagarden mysteries that will be on next month on the Movies and Mysteries channel. And, of course, I'll be doing another Christmas movie. And I have a romantic but very heartfelt story that's going to come out later this year as well.
Ooh, that's a good tease
What are
right
your
there.
favorite kind of storylines when it comes to those films? Is there one that you like better than another, a certain world you like to inhabit?
I love the Aurora Teagarden mysteries because I play an amateur sleuth that she's a librarian, but she solves unsolved crimes. We've done 17 of these movies so far. We're shooting the 18th one in the fall. But like she kicks butt. She's just fearless, and I love playing her. And it's not, the romantic stuff is like fun, but sometimes you get tired of like
right. You want to
doing
shake it up
that.
a
I
little
want to
bit.
like
Hey,
kick
I
butt
feel
and do
you. I love
stunts.
it.
Like that's what I like.
Yeah, keep mixing it up. Speaking of
Yeah.
mixing it up, I know you just wrote a devotional guide, which I think is really, really cool.
Thank you.
Is it the ones that sort of like the daily devotionals when you have to write when you start
these
your day?
are almost like a full magazine size. That one's Radical Kindness. It's the 5th one that I've written, and they're beautiful. They're thick pages, beautiful photography inside. But what it is 10 minutes with scripture, and then I ask you 3 questions. And you can open up your Bible if you want to dig deeper, or it just gives you enough to apply it and think of these answers in your own life. There's no right or wrong in it, but it just gets you grounded in the Word with God.
Love it.
And then you go on with your day.
Love it.
Awesome.
Love it.
Beautiful,
All about those.
beautiful. When do you sleep is the question I really want to ask, because in addition to all of that, I mean, you're no stranger to being a 90s style icon. That fashion never goes out of style.
Well, I don't want that.
I'm curious, what? 90s fashion? Mario?
Have you seen some of the stuff I used to wear back in the day? That was, that was bad. Well, thanks.
I think you made it look good. They're like, yeah, we saw it. We're going to talk about it. How would you describe your style back then in retrospect?
Oh my goodness. Well, look at the style today.
And
Because I'm like,
that's it?
I was wearing everything that like my kids are wearing right now.
Any regrets?
Oh my
Anything
goodness.
Oh, I like
when
that
you
thing.
think
That
about
might be-
it?
Oh, you like,
the
oh, you like,
socks,
I like the
Candace.
hair, Candace. You're like Mufasa.
Wow, you pulled some
That was my
great
favorite.
pictures.
That's my new
okay,
favorite.
That's probably, the pantyhose is tough. That one I loved, I have to admit. Like on the day I was in love
Yeah.
with that outfit. But I think it was classically 90s.
Yes.
It might not hold up today. Well, in a different kind of way, because 90s are very in.
Yeah.
But
I know,
no
they came full circle
pantyhose.
now.
No pantyhose.
pantyhose.
Okay.
No pantyhose,
to
no
self.
Z Cavaricis. Are those back or
No
no?
Z Cavaricis. I
I
don't even know.
love
know what
Z
those-
Cavaricis,
Candace
yes.
knows what's up.
Oh,
She knows what
gosh.
I'm talking about. Well, listen, when we come back, Candace is going to show us some pieces from her new fashion line.
Yeah, so excited for that. We'll be right back. Stick around, guys. We are back with the fabulous Candace Cameron Bure, and she is joining us for Access Fashion Week.
Yes, Candace's fashion line is out now. She's giving us a little sneak peek of her new drop.
And I'm already obsessed with this jumpsuit.
Which, by the way, this outfit, though, before we get into that,
Yes.
is part of her line, and that's
This is
beautiful.
part of
Yeah.
mine. These are the polished paper bag shorts, which we'll talk about, and this blouse is coming out later in the month.
Cute,
Not out
cute,
yet.
cute.
Okay.
Love
But
it.
this is our jumpsuit, our zip front jumpsuit that has these little poofed sleeves here, but it's a tensile fabric, which is so light. It's
Yeah.
a very light denim with a lot of stretch in it. So it just looks fabulous
Yeah.
on everyone, and I love a jumpsuit.
So
Yeah.
it's easy. You've got the whole outfit. You
Very
just throw it on
flattering.
and you're
I think
done.
they're
Yes.
very, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And breathable for summer, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
very breathable.
Well, let's talk
Super
about
light.
that nice little, speaking of summer.
I know, this is the little tiered summer dress. It comes in 4 different colors, but you know, everything in the line, it's all about West Coast, casual, comfortable, but I never want to sacrifice style. So, and there's a little modest factor with all of the clothes too. So like even on my necklines and the straps, they're just wide enough to cover your bra, and it's
go.
just high enough so you're not all spilling
Sure.
out, you know, depending on what God gave you. But,
it classy.
you know, so this is so great. Throw a jean jacket, a denim jacket over it, put a wedge on, and like you are good to go to
You're
brunch.
good
or
to go.
cute.
Whatever.
What do we got right here?
Okay.
Oh, this is mad comfy.
It's mad comfy. This is our Malibu lounge sweatshirt and shorts. It is so soft. You would think that they're pajamas, but we designed them to wear out in the day. It has this great little stitching around the collar here that just gives it a little bit of flair, and it is around the sleeve as well, around the cuff. But yeah, you can just throw this on. You can front tuck it like this,
Hey.
throw your sneaker on, and you are like,
Ready
you are
to
good
go.
to go.
Good
It's
to
just
go.
the lounge where we want to live in.
Oh, exactly.
Okay, what do we got here?
Loving the stripes.
This, yeah, I actually called this the Harry Potter sweater. It's not the Harry Potter sweater, but
Kinda looks like it, you're right.
I know, just
Hogwarts
the colors of it. This comes in 4 different colors, but this is like a large loop summer sweater. It's really, really lightweight. Again, this one is soft, and you can throw it on with jean shorts, your jeans. jeans,
Yeah.
put it over a bathing suit, put a tank on underneath it, and I mean, that's it.
You got
It's
a
just
great variety.
effortless.
Great variety.
Thank you.
And
a lot
last
of these,
but not least.
yeah, they all really mix and match. So if you even look at the two colors, you could throw this sweater on with the polished paper bag shorts, which is what I have on. I cuffed mine up because I'm a shorty, and I needed a little more, you know, show a little more leg, but they're actually longer. And then this is our breezy cotton distressed tank. So there's a little nicking around here. This comes in a bunch of colors. It's just, they're
Nice.
all breathable, they're flowy, and nothing too tight or constrictive. But again, the pieces all work together really
Comfortable.
well.
That's what I was
You don't
gonna
have to
say.
think about what you're gonna wear a whole lot. Mostly everything mixes and matches.
That mixing and matching. I
Great
love it,
job.
love it, love
Yeah.
it. And that's QVC, right? People can shop now?
Exclusively on QVC right now. Yeah,
Awesome.
QVC.com.
Well,
Thank you,
Candace,
Cameron.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Congrats on everything.